G'day viewers, welcome to a different episode. We're just going to talk a bit about campaigns and some of the campaigns we've run over the years and give you some ideas. Campaigns are a good idea if you want to make your battles mean something. You're not playing in a tournament all the time and you don't want to play too fluffy narrative sort of thing, but you have a battle and it means something. And I'm not into those Euro type board games. I'd rather play a game where there's dudes on a map. So a campaign is like a dudes on a map, and then you get to fight a battle of Age of Sigmar or whatever it is, and if you win, you claim the territory usually. Alright, so some of the old ones we've run is the Border Princes campaign. That was good from the General's Compendium many years ago. If you can get a copy of that, it's got some good rules in there. Mainly for the old Warhammer Fantasy, but you can adapt it to Age of Sigmar, make up your own little rules for each faction. But the best idea is to keep your campaign simple, I think. No bookkeeping, zero bookkeeping, alright? We don't want to be doing homework assignments trying to do your campaign orders. Basically just move guys around, and when you fight over a territory, then you have a game and so on. You can go to town like the old Mighty Empires and all the different random events and all that sort of stuff. You can get right into it, but it quickly becomes a bit of a chore. So what you're better off doing is just pushing your dudes around on a map, building cities or roads or whatever you want to do, and fight it out. So we're running one at the moment which is based out of this Lustria book. If you can get a copy of that, there's some rules in there for a nodal campaign. You might be able to find it online, and some maps. You can find all sorts of different types of maps online. Make your own, divide it up into territories, do whatever you want, or nodal campaigns are good as well. And then, make yourself some tokens, cut out some bits of paper, whatever you want to do, and you got yourself a campaign. We've played the Firestorm campaign with some modifications using the Mighty Empire's tokens and a little realm gate we made and that sort of thing. So limited by your imagination and how deep you want to go. More players is good fun, but eventually people drop out and so on. So most of the campaigns that I've run to a conclusion with success have been just 1 versus 1, which seems to be enough. Maybe 3, maybe 4 players is even more fun. So it depends on your group and how many players you have. Alright, so here's a little introduction of our campaign, and then we've got a battle report at the end. Kharadron Overlords versus Bonereapers, and that'll be a brief report. But anyway, we'll keep you up to date over the next few videos on the channel, how the campaign plays out, and see how if we can maintain the rage. Okay, so on with the campaign, and then into the little battle report. Okay, catch you later. So D3.
Yeah, I'll roll a 3 for the camera.
Alright, so I got 4 campaign points. And then we roll off to see who goes
one
first.
as well.
Okay. Got a 3.
Rolled a 2.
Okay, so I go first. So I got to place an army. Yep.
You get another dice out.
You get another dice. Yeah. Alright, so I'll place an army, and you probably don't want to lock yourself in
behind rivers.
In behind rivers to start off with, and you have to be at least
Is there
one
any
away.
benefit to the territory apart from
No. Just harder to move across the mountains and stuff. Yep. So I'm just going to go there. So that means when you place one, you can't place in next to me. Okay.
If I'm in this, I'm either side of the river, or do I have to go somewhere?
No, you're on that side, and to get across, you have to go over the river. Otherwise, you can't claim it. You have to be on that side of the river to
it's
claim
where the
it.
hole is.
Yeah. Where the hole
so
is.
if I went from here to here, I'm not claiming some on the whole side. Okay.
Yep. Okay, and you can put a flag on your.
Let's just
start with our flags.
Good idea.
Yeah. But I can run away from them. All right, I'll go there. So I place my second army, which I'll put.
Places, is it?
No. You could go over here.
Yeah, it's either there.
But you'll be behind the river. It's either there or anywhere else over there away from it.
We'll go there.
Yep. All right.
Keep our armies together. It sounds more tactically.
Stick a flag in it. Yep. All right. So I go first. I'm going to. I'm just going to move into there. And because no one owns it, I automatically claim it.
Yep.
So I have 3 left.
Yep. I'll go there. So
Yep.
2 left.
Stick a flag in it.
So many forts is there. Just makes it harder.
Just makes it hard for you to capture him, right? He's going to try and attempt to cross the river there. So I'll have 1 left after this. No. Back there. You'll go. Failed to cross the river.
So it's 5 plus to get to the mountains, isn't it?
5 plus across the mountain. Oh, of course.
Of course we do. Pretend it's a charge.
Yeah, alright. Then I'll go. I'll spend my last one to try and cross that river again. Here's my lucky blue dice. No. Alright, that's it. Yep. And that's it. Order of play.
In the mountains for a while.
You might be stuck there. Yeah, right. So roll your campaign points. I got a 1.
I got a 1 as well, so it makes 2.
2, yeah, we both got 2. And then
now
we
roll off.
Yeah. I got a 1. So you'll go first.
Alright, let's just move him there.
Yep. Right. I will attempt to cross the river here again. Oh, right, that's 3 twos in a row. It's a very deep river. Yeah, you'll go.
Oh, let's see if we can cross the river.
Yep, okay. No! You're stuck.
That's a very
That was your last
river.
one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yep, so I got 1 more, so I'm going to try and cross that river. Oh, no, that river's very, very deep. Alright, nothing else happens.
Nothing else happens, yeah.
Alright, campaign points.
6.
So I got 3.
So it goes to 4, doesn't it?
Yep. And we roll off. I got a 1.
5.
You'll go.
Can we use that to cross the river? Yep, we're going to try and cross the river.
Yep. No.
No. And a 3.
Okay.
Can we build boats?
I'm just going to.
Cross the mountains.
I don't know why I'm going. I'm just going to move to there. That
Probably
costs
I'm
me
going to
1.
try and cross the mountains.
Yeah, I'll go 1 to there. That's it. You'll go.
All right, we'll cross. But get ourselves pincered.
Look, you don't have to. Look, there's a road. You've discovered a bridge. There's a bridge there.
Is there?
Yeah.
What's I doing that for?
Oh, I don't know.
That's 2 turns I've
don't know. We just discovered a bridge. There you go. There's a bridge there. You can just walk across there.
Should have done that last turn.
Yeah.
All right.
We're learning. Do you need a flag?
Yeah.
So how many points you got left?
2 after that.
2 after that.
Because I spent 1 trying to cross the river where there was a bridge.
All right. Yeah, I should have just moved around this way. I didn't realise. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to cross the mountains.
Yeah. Trust me, once you get in there, it's hard to get out.
Yeah, all right. Yes.
That's
Don't tell me, is that a 6? Yes, it is. I'm over the mountains there.
See, mountains are easy.
Mountains are easy, it's just rivers we have trouble with. Yep. All right.
And I'm going to try and cross the mountains here.
Yep. No. So you got 1 left.
1 left.
And my last one, I will. I'm going to attempt to come out of the mountains there, and try and cross the mountains into there and attack your territory. No, I'm stuck behind the mountains.
Yeah, well, we're going to come out of the mountains here again.
Yep. Oh,
we do.
You're a mountain. No, you can't take that.
Can't? No, I've got to change.
You got to spend a point to take it.
Okay.
And that's it. Still no battles.
Still no battles. Well,
right.
I'm trying to get territory first.
Campaign. I got.
So I got a 3, which makes it 3.
I've got 2. Roll, so goes first. I got a 1.
5.
Again.
Yeah.
You'll go. I've got 2 campaign
To
points.
run over there and try and get lots of points.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 1 to make that mine, because I'm being a nasty person.
Yep. So you get that. You want a red one?
Yeah.
To attempt to cross the river here. Yes. I'm over the river. You'll go. We'll eventually have a battle here somewhere.
We're trying to. You've blocked yourself in. All right. Well, we'll spend 1 to go there.
Yep. I'll spend 1 just to take that territory off you.
I'm going to spend 1 to even that up.
All right. That's it?
Yep.
All right, campaign points. Oh, that's better. I've got 4.
Rolled a 4, so that's 3.
And then roll Sue goes first. I got a 2.
Got 4.
You go first again.
Alright, we'll go in there. 2 left.
Alright. I'll spend 1 to try and get out from behind those mountains.
Yep.
No.
Spend 1 to make that ours.
Mm-hmm.
I've got blues, you got reds.
Yep. I'm just going to move across there. That'll cost me 1. I can't let you have too many territories. Unless you go back the other way. Trying to cross the river. Yep.
6.
Yep. I'll just spend 1 to make that mine over there.
Ooh, got there.
So I've got 1 left.
Oh, I'm out.
Oh, you're
my
out.
last one.
Okay, well, I'll use my last one just to try and cross the mountains. And go... I'm going to cross the mountains and go into there. Yes! I'm out. Out of the trap. That's it. Campaign points. I've got 4.
3.
So he goes first. I got a 2.
5.
Alright, you're up.
Alright, well, we'll go in here.
Yep.
Get another red one.
You have to cross the river to go in there.
Oh, yeah, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, why are we doing that? Okay, cross the river.
Yep.
Should go in the mountains. And roll like that.
I'll just spend 1 to take that territory over there.
Considering I was on 9, that's probably a good move.
I'll spend 1 to go back across there. Got 2 left.
Spend 1 to make that mine again.
Yep. Okay. How many have I got? 1, 2, have to spend 1 to take that. So then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't lose if I lose this battle. So I'm going to spend 1 and attack you there. And that'll be it.
Yeah.
So there's a battle there. Yeah. I'll get some blue tack. The blue tack I'm on, otherwise I'll forget where they are.
Okay, so for the campaign, we've just decided you can play whatever army you feel like playing at the time. So we've got our 2 latest armies up against each other. And the random scenario generated was Knife to the Heart. Okay, let's have a look at the armies.
Army overview.
Okay, so we are Barrack this time. And we have 2 new frigates. And this frigate has got the magnificent omniscope, so he's +2 move, and the other one's got the malefic sky mine, so he's got those mines. And then my general, it's Barrack, so he has +2 attacks to his melee weapon. And when you kill my general for the first time on a 2+, he comes back to life.
Okay.
Yeah. Heals D3 wounds. And then 2 units of Arcanauts, and in the frigates there's 10 Thunderers in each frigate. And next to this frigate, funnily enough, are some Sky Wardens, and next to the other frigate are some Endenriggers. And that's it. And we are about 2,000 points on the nose, I think. So set up for Knife to the Heart.
Knife to the Heart, yeah.
And I'll zoom in on the Soul Mason. That's him.
him.
That's the guy on the chair.
Guy on the chair, he's a Soul Mason, yeah.
Yep.
So we've got a Soul Mason, a Soul Reaper, and a Liege Cavalos, who are the characters.
Yep.
I've got a pair of Archai and 2 units of 3 Immortus Guard. They're in the Aegis Immortal battle, battalion. And then I've got 2 units of 10 and a unit of 20 of the Mortec Guard, who are in the Shield Corps, so along with this guy, and 5 Cav.
All right.
That's pretty much it. There's not much else there. And I've got the Quicksilver Swords off the board.
Right. Okay.
Battle round 1.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So you're doing your discipline points, yeah?
Discipline points. So I've got 6 for coming plus 2 extras.
Yeah.
So 8 discipline points. And yeah, we might see if we can weather that storm.
Okay. Yeah.
If that's what you want to do.
Okay.
The hero phase.
Okay, so I'm just going to whiz through the turns here, playing Knife to the Heart. The Bonereapers are actually Ossiarch Lords, so they can run and charge, and that's an incredible ability for this army. And you can see there's the objective. We've got to try and get that objective from all those Mortek Guard, etc., and hold our own. So the Bonereapers gave us first turn, so I thought, okay, we've got to try and, cut away part of the army. So we flew high with the two nicely newly converted frigates. This was their first game. I had high hopes for how they were going to go. So the frigates flew high up there and took the Sky Wardens and the End Riggers with them. And we were hoping that with the combined firepower, we could remove that threat on that the Ossiarch Lords' right flank. So we're hoping to remove all those guys up that top corner, and then they would have to turn their attention to the frigates and the End Riggers and the Sky Wardens. The whole army would have to move towards them. So you can see here, here's my two newly painted mighty frigates with thunderers inside and everything. And we fired everything we could reach into those cavalry, the 5 cavalry there. And after all is said and done, there's one left with 1 wound. And we might have had to shoot something in range at the unit of 10 Mortek Guard, and only did 1 wound to them as well. So it was an utter failure of our drop in and shoot. And maybe I go back to the Ironclad, might have done some more damage. Anyway, it was nice to get the frigates out. They look good, but not as much firepower.
The hero phase.
So it's your go. We couldn't even kill the cavalry. Okay, so the mighty Bonereapers, Ossiarch Lords, turn 1. I think the big terrain piece is out of range for most of its bad abilities, but I think it might have done a mortal wound somewhere. And most of their damage spells were out of range of. Well, it was great planning by the Kharadron Overlords there. But then the movement phase, they've got so many of those relentless discipline points that everybody's going to have +3 move, and everybody's going to run, and so they're deceptively fast. So they're all moving extra 3 and running and charging. So they're in a bit of trouble. And those Mortek Guard are going to get into the Sky Wardens. And the other guys are just going to hang around there. And the Kharadron Overlords are praying that they don't get a double turn, because they've moved up to take our objective. If they get a double turn, then the poor little Arcanauts that are holding the home objective are going to be in a lot of trouble. So you can see some Mortek Guard charge and take out a few of the Sky Wardens. And the Sky Wardens do diddly squat back, nothing. And the Overlords are in trouble unless they can keep the turn order, not get double turned. That's the plan. We'll see what happens.
Battle round 2.
I thought you want to charge with more dudes. More dudes over there.
Well, sort of. These guys are all out of range, unfortunately.
I'm going to use my lucky blue dice. I got a 5.
We're gonna roll.
You got to roll in the box. In the box.
In the box.
You need a 6.
There's a 6.
There you go. You got it.
You called last week when you said about time you roll double 1, and I did. So I like you calling of the dice. We will take it.
Yep.
We get 6 for relentless discipline for coming.
Okay, so the dreaded double turn. So the Overlords, Barakzon, needed the turn order to stay the same to have any chance. So the Bonereapers do a little bit of damage, finish off the last of those Sky Wardens, or 1 Sky Warden had a wound, and a few Soul Guide spells going off and so on. But nothing else major happening in the hero phase. They've got plenty of those relentless discipline points, and you can see they're going to hand them out. Who needs to move an extra 3 so they can run and charge? And so most of the army, so many relentless discipline points, and you can see my poor Arkanauts holding our home objective while the frigates flew off and did nothing. So these guys are running and charging up there, and they're going to surround that home objective for the Overlords. And the unit of 20 Mortek Guard are going to surround their home objective. That's the dog. And that's that last cavalryman that we couldn't finish off with 1 wound left. So then these guys, they're going to make all their charges. And the Arkanauts are looking a bit terrified. Anyway, they're put there to die or just delay the inevitable. And then on this side, those Shield Guardian guys are going to take on the Endriggers and the Endrin Master. So first combat, so these guys are going to pile in, and the Endriggers, who have got quite good attacks, could actually break through some of that good armor save. But after that combat, a couple of the Endriggers die, and so it's going to be up to the Endrin Master. But Barrack, he's got +2 attacks, and so he should be able to do some damage. If we can bust out there, maybe threaten our home objective. Alright, so we pile in with these brave Arkanauts, the undead Arkanauts here. So they do their best, they pile in and try and do some damage. And they might do a couple of wounds, but it's a foregone conclusion there for them. And then the Arkai, are going to chop them up with the other hero guy, whatever he is. These guys pile in and attack there, and those Mortek Guard finish off what's left of the Sky Wardens. That was the Sky Wardens disappearing, so we didn't use them very well. And the Arkanauts are fighting bravely here to maybe do a couple of wounds, but nothing really happening there. Okay, so those Shield Guardians pile in. They're trying to break through because I've got the Navigator. You can see him there leaning up against the rock, watching proceedings. They're going to try and get to him. Okay, so then we'll go back to the action over here, and you can see the Endrin Master with his dirigible suit. Barrack +2 attacks. He's going to do some damage, hopefully, so we'll follow this action here.
And attack them. He's got +2 attacks with his special weapon. Got 5 attacks with his Aethematic Saw. 3s and 2s. Nothing special. No.
Oh. No.
Not one hit. What's that? 4 1s and a 2. Oh god, it was 2s to wound, -2 rend and D3 damage.
Oh.
Okay, well, yeah, the rest of the battle pretty much goes the same way. The Kharadron Overlords didn't play so great, and their dice weren't so great either, but they probably didn't have the right tactics to win the game. They needed to protect their home objective. I thought the frigates might do a bit more damage and threaten them more, and if we got a double turn we might have pushed into their objective and forced them to go that way, but it wasn't to be. So pretty much the rest of the battle, the dice go sort of the same way,
And then we roll off
and
the
then
turn.
the final priority.
Turn 3. I need a double turn here. Roll. 4. Pressure.
4.
Ah, you win.
Yeah.
You win the game.
In-depth post-battle analysis.
Jeez, it was hard work for you again, wasn't it?
Well, the problem is, you put everything over there, and I thought, okay, when you did that, I thought, okay, you're going to clean up that flank, which you pretty much did.
I didn't though.
Well,
I didn't.
yeah, you left him alive.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
You didn't really do anything.
No. With the Ironclad and the 20 Thunderers, I would have. Yeah.
But, yeah, you didn't really.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, you didn't do anything.
No, I didn't do anything.
Which is a shame. So I thought you would have, but you didn't.
No.
And then when I moved forward, and even when I got into it, I thought what you're going to do is next turn, you were either going to... You couldn't get over here because I put the guys too strung out. I thought you were actually going to come back there and take that back. Even by getting your guys out and just claiming it back. because that would have stopped the auto win turn 3.
Hmm.
That's what I thought you were going to do. And then these guys would be left over here doing nothing because they're too slow. Now, whether you could have wiped them all out or not.
No.
But I don't have very many models there. You just put a unit of 10 on the objective.
Yeah, but anything I put on the objective, you kill. Yeah. Yeah, I probably the other list is probably stronger, where I could just like shoot a unit up and just take it out. Yeah. Or I could have moved the guys up here and put a screen up there first to stop you coming up there. But you run and charge anyway. So,
I run and charge. Well, that's
so you would have got there turn 2. There would have been no one there turn 2. I may have had a unit there. You would have killed them. Then turn 2, you would have come there and killed them. So
yeah, there's nothing stopping my advance. So that's why I thought you had to come back and protect it. That's why I thought you were going to come at this flank. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
But
I wouldn't have killed anything.
No, running the Vostargs and the run and charge, even though you're slow, it's just so good. Armies are
Vostargs.
The fire slayers.
Oh, the fire slayers. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Running in, and run and charge. Everyone looks at the Hermdar with the +1 save and everything, and the fight twice. It's like, that's great, but positioning, movement in this game is really key. Yeah, these guys being able to jump around, you can just kill stuff, right? You're in real control of what you want to kill. Obviously, not the objectives.
Yeah, but I didn't kill a single unit.
Yeah.
I left those guys with one guy left each time.
Yeah.
Just didn't have enough firepower.
Yeah, just sort of fell short. There's no combat in that list. No combat in that. Like, when I say list, not your list, Kharadron Overlords.
Well, there was over there. I had 10 attacks hitting on 3s and all missed, and they're Ren 2 D3 damage. Well. Yeah, they're all. So that was 10 attacks, 3s and 3s. Well, no, 3s and 2s. I think it is. The Ren 2 though, the Endriggers. Yeah, the Endriggers are 3s and 2s. It's the same weapon, the Athematic Saw. Yeah. No, anyway, they all missed. Doesn't matter if you missed. Yeah. It doesn't matter what they do. If they miss, they miss. Yeah.
60 to hit, but 20 wounds. No.
Yeah. Yep.
This show is awful, terrible, disgusting.
See you next week, of course.